Samsung is getting ready to launch its next fan edition phone, the Galaxy S25 FE, and there's already a lot of buzz around what it will bring to the table. After some inconsistency in past years, Samsung seems committed to making the fan edition lineup a regular part of its smartphone releases. The S25 FE will join the main Galaxy S25 lineup, which now includes the S25, S25, S25 Ultra, and the razor-thin S25 Edge. Let's start with the design and display. Rumors began surfacing back in October 2024, hinting that the S25 FE would be thinner than its predecessor. That makes sense, considering that the entire Galaxy S25 series is focusing on slim profiles this year. While the S25 FE won't match the extreme thinness of the S25 Edge, we can still expect a sleeker form factor than the S24 FE. The phone will likely feature a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, just like the S24 FE. However, Samsung may upgrade the brightness, pushing it up to 2600 nits, which would match the flagship Galaxy S25 models. That means better visibility in bright sunlight and more vibrant visuals overall. On to the hardware and specs. The Galaxy S25 FE is expected to come with either the Exynos 2400E chipset or MediaTek's Dimensity 9400, depending on the market. Unfortunately, Samsung seems to be skipping the more powerful Snapdragon 8 Elite chip for this model. While the Exynos 2400E is capable, it doesn't quite match the performance or power efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Elite. There's no indication that the battery size will change, but that's not necessarily a drawback. The 4700 mAh battery in the Galaxy S24 FE delivered great performance, and that same capacity is expected in the S25 FE. The good news is that charging speeds are getting a boost. Samsung is reportedly adding 45-watt fast charging, the same speed found in the Galaxy S25 Plus and S25 Ultra. That's a welcome upgrade for anyone tired of slow charging times. Camera-wise, there may be a small upgrade in the selfie department. The S25 FE could feature 12-megapixel front-facing camera. It's unclear if this is the same high-quality sensor found on the Galaxy S23, S24, and S25, or a more affordable version used in mid-range models like the A56. The rear camera setup is expected to remain similar to the S24 FE, a 50-megapixel main camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and an 8-megapixel telephoto lens capable of 3x optical zoom and 30x digital zoom. Other expected features include IP67 water and dust resistance, stereo speakers, an in-display fingerprint sensor, and support for Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3. These are solid additions that help position the S25 FE as a strong mid-range option. When it comes to software, the S25 FE will have an edge over its flagship siblings. It's expected to launch with Android 16 and One UI 8 out of the box. That gives it a slight advantage in software freshness. Even better, it will be eligible for 7 major Android OS upgrades, which means users could still be receiving updates, all the way up to Android 23 and One UI 15. Like other devices in the Galaxy S25 series, the S25 FE is expected to support Galaxy AI features, including tools like Audio Eraser and the Now Brief feature. These AI tools have become a major selling point for Samsung phones in 2025. So it's great to see them make their way into the fan edition as well. Let's talk about colors and design finishes. Samsung is expected to offer the Galaxy S25 FE in 4 core colorways: navy, icy blue, jet black, and white. Navy and icy blue are familiar tones if you've seen the Galaxy S25 and S25 color options. Jet black might be a darker twist on the classic graphite, while white keeps it clean and simple. It's also likely that Samsung will introduce a few exclusive colors through its online store, as it has done in the past. On the storage side, we're looking at 128GB and 256GB options, paired with 8GB of RAM. That's the same configuration as last year's S24 FE, and it's right in line with what most users in the mid-range market expect. It's also the same setup Google uses for its Pixel 9a, so Samsung is keeping things competitive. As for the release date and pricing, Samsung hasn't made anything official yet. But based on previous patterns and recent leaks, the Galaxy S25 FE is expected to launch in the final quarter of 2025, most likely around October. Pricing is still unconfirmed, but if Samsung sticks close to the S24 FE's launch price of $649 in the US, we can expect something similar for the S25 FE. With all these features packed into a stylish and slimmer frame, The Galaxy S25 FE is shaping up to be a solid choice for those looking for a balance between flagship experience and affordability. It may not have the top-tier chipset, but with upgrades in design, charging, and software, it's definitely a fan edition worth waiting for.